G'day guys, welcome back to the Project Tinny series of videos. So I've been away, Chris from Fibre Finish has been flat out, but finally we've managed to get the flooring and everything ready to go. So I want to show you in here, I've actually came into Brisbane to meet up with Chris from Fibre Finish to go through the process of making sure that it is installed perfectly, and I'll show in this video how to install it professionally, but so that you can do it yourself. So one of the most important things that Chris has several times enforced to me is about cleaning the surface of the tinny before I stick this stuff down. I want to stick it down and make sure it doesn't peel and stays there for good, and I don't plan on babying this boat. This boat is set up to be used and abused. That's exactly why I chose this type of flooring. So cleaning this surface is what's going to be super important to make sure that this material lasts long term for me. So you can use acetone, isopropyl alcohol. We've got this stuff straight from Chris. So as long as it's for surface prep and it's an adhesion promoter, then it's going to do the job. So cleaning this, I need to make sure everywhere that the material that I'm going to stick down is going to touch, it needs to be perfectly clean. Every little edge, every corner, the whole lot. So applying liberal amounts of this stuff to a cloth, and I start in the top left-hand corner of my boat and just work through every section until I've done the whole lot, top to bottom, left to right, in every little nook and cranny to make sure it's all perfectly clean. That'll do. And then, so what's left to do now is to lay all the templates out, all the pieces, I should say, in their positions, but we've just basically cleaned this floor spotless. So it's important now just to wipe the back of these just with a cloth, just to get dust off before we lay them down in their position, just so we're not sticking or putting any more dirt back on our surfaces. And as far as now the full layout before we stick it down, I'm going to get Chris to help me because he's obviously done this way more times than me, and I'll get him to show us where to start and how to finish and make sure it's all nice and straight. Right, what do we need to do, mate, to go from here?
Okay, so the first thing, you've already wiped down the back of the panels.
Yep.
Excellent. What I would suggest now is we lay out all the panels that we've been cut.
Yep.
So that you can, one, make sure that they all fit properly. Two, you can get an idea of where everything actually goes. There's nothing worse than if you have two panels similar size, getting them in the wrong spot.
Yep.
And then we will use some tape them in place, and start the sticking down process.
Right, that sounds good.
Excellent.
We cleaned the surface, we cleaned the back of our panels, we've just temporarily laid them out. Now what? Looks too easy so far.
The hard bit's coming. So essentially we've laid them all out, we're happy with all the fitment and where it's got to go. So essentially now we grab our tape and we pick a panel. So what I would actually recommend is tackling the hard stuff first.
Okay.
So we'll go with these two larger panels here at the back.
Yep.
And then we'll fit the hatches. Then we'll fit these two, finishing with our small one at the front. So our tapes. Okay, so we're going to start with these back panels. As you can see, they're being a little bit temperamental. It is raining at the moment, and the product has a tendency that while it still has the adhesive backing on it, it wants to sort of curl.
Yeah.
If you can put this product in the sun prior to installing it, it's beautiful to install. It's nice, it sits down, the backing paper, everything works really good, but nonetheless, we're just going to have to persevere with it.
Yeah, sounds good.
Okay, so starting at in the middle here, so we just want to try and get even gaps around everything.
Yep. So I might go up here now so I can shoot tighter to what we're doing.
we've got the last piece here, and something as we install it, I just want to point out, is this is a pressure reactive adhesive that's on this product. So it's not like your traditional contact adhesive, which has a part that you put on one side, let that tack, put it on the other side and put it down. It's pressure reactive. So ideally what that means is you want to try and, as you install it, push it down, allowing none of the air to be trapped. And then to make sure that it's even better, use it, walk around on it. Come around here, Dean. Pull this last bit for us, mate. You ready?
Yep. You know, there's that guy that takes the glory at the end all the time.
Yeah, the rock star.
Here he is.
Boom.
Look at that.
Nailed it, mate.
Now reapply my hinges and my hatches and
Yep.
good to go.
Yep. And just probably, we'll just look at focusing on the edges.
Yeah.
Obviously, as soon as it gets a bit of heat into it as well,
Yep.
it softens up and likes to relax. But yeah, just focus on the edges. Get in and use it, mate. Get some blood on it. Dean, she's all done.
Yep.
Awesome. You
Looks
happy?
mint. Yes, very happy.
I appreciate your patience and
No.
letting us work with you.
No, thank you.
And jumping on board with some of the other quality brands that you're working with. Why the EVA?
Well, the idea of this boat was that this was supposed to be just a roustabout boat. And then sat down with a mate and we designed all this floor, full aluminium. There's no timber anywhere in this boat.
Yep.
So we didn't want it to rot essentially or to stink. So I want to be able to live bait out of this thing. I want to be able to catch and kill fish in this thing. And I just want to be able to hose it and park straight in the shed because I don't have a lot of free time basically.
Yeah.
So it won't stay outside. It'll just be catch some fish, make a big mess, hose it all out, chuck it straight in the shed, not have to worry about rotting, stinking, any of that stuff.
Yep. And not having sore back and knees and ankles the
Oh,
day
mate.
after.
This, yeah, I walked around on this before. As you said, it's a contact adhesive from pressure, and yeah, feels amazing compared to before.
Yeah, definitely. Look, thanks very much. How far north is it going to come, mate?
Probably, yeah, I don't know if I'll go as far as Mackay, but I'll definitely be going Gladstone, Rocky, all those sorts of places. So.
Yep. Now, look, we look forward to seeing what you get up to and seeing what you get up to in the boat. And all the best for the rest of the year, mate.
Thank you very much.
Thank
Appreciate
you.
it.
Cheers.